All right, this is something a little bit different, but something that I still wanted to talk about, and that's something that I do specifically for website development. I do it sometimes for like other things, but I find it most useful for website development, and that is templates, or that's what I call them. And it's basically just a little website that shows you how to do something. So some of these I've come up with myself. Some of them are examples that we've like done in class, and then some of them are from W3. Uh, that because they have tutorials on how to make certain stuff. So I'm gonna pick YouTube video. That's a common one, and I kind of like this is basically reminding me, hey, this is how you put a YouTube video in a website. Specifically, this one's probably the least useful because I've done it so many times now that I just remember it by heart. But this is kind of how to make you remember and how to do that. So if I open this here, it's on the wrong screen. If I drag this over here and see, that's all that it is. It's just, oh, well, video on a website. And there's a, and see, I have a few of these. What's some other? See, this is a download link. This is actually probably not too useful either, but because you just use that keyword, but it's not bad either. So if I, a little bit of a more complicated one, like spinning and round images. That's not really complicated, but that's not the point of these. The point is just to remember how to do something that is, common but still simple. So basically, so you don't have to rewrite it. Because, for example, if you were to do something like this for basically any programming language, depending on what you want to apply it to, you're probably going to have to rewrite it anyway. Uh, at least somewhat, not completely, and depending on how you do it, maybe not like much at all. But for this, it's like, oh, look, it spins and it's round. That's a very small thing that is still good to remember. And that's all that it is. So say I want to do that in a different website because these are things that I end up using a lot. I just copy and paste it, and it's just very useful. And I think everybody should at least do this because even if you are still learning, I'm still learning that just this is just easy. This stuff is easy for me. It's still you're still looking at it and you're still being like reminded. So, maybe jumping between files to copy and paste it annoys you, then you'll keep on seeing it and you'll be reminded on how to do that like on your own. And then this is one from W3, I think. I did a little funny there. Uh, let's do typewriter text as well. I don't want to show all of these because see there's a lot, but see this is a little bit of a more complicated one that you might not want to do a lot, so that's another one. So it's kind of for simple stuff that you want to do a lot and slightly more complicated. This isn't like really complicated, but slightly more complicated stuff that maybe you want to do less often. So it's basically just little reminders. See this one uses some JavaScript, but it's still like it's more complicated, but it's not like a lot. And then this is just it for the styles. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up, talk about it a little bit, and just say, hey, this is stuff that should at least try and see. It might not help you, but for me it does sometimes. So it's worth it to make little templates, and it might be worth it for you. So that's kind of why I bring it up, talk about it, and yeah, I think that's it for this one. See you next time.